Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 2021 Youth of the Year celebration. I'm Lori Black, President and CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs of King County. Before the festivities continue, we'd like to acknowledge that Boys and Girls Clubs of King County stands on the traditional land of the First People of Seattle and the Duwamish people past and present. We honor the land itself and the Duwamish tribe. Welcome to our amazing 8 Youth of the Year candidates and to your nervous and excited family members. Today is truly a joyful event to recognize all you've accomplished and contributed throughout your time in our clubs. Your commitment to academic success, healthy lifestyles, and service and leadership inspires us all and fills us with hope for the future. Congratulations to our teen directors, and thank you for mentoring our young people and for guiding your teens through not only this process, but also one of the most complicated years in any of our lives. You make our organization proud. I want to recognize our entire courageous staff who work so hard each day to keep our kids safe, learning, and having fun. You are the backbone of our organization, and because of your commitment to our youth and families, 24 of our clubs are open 11 hours a day, helping up to 1,900 kids attend school virtually. You stepped up on March 12th when schools closed and have filled a significant gap ever since. Volunteers, partners, and donors, thank you for believing in and investing in the power of trusted mentors. Your generosity combined with the organization's willingness to do the right thing makes it possible for every youth who needs a club to access one. I want to specifically recognize our corporate funders for their generosity. Thank you to our annual partners, Bank of America and Microsoft. Thank you to our champions, Tom and Mary Hirsch, Holland Partner Group, and Union Bank. Thank you to our supporters. And thank you to our partners. I'm grateful for all of you and all you do each day to ensure that Boys and Girls Clubs of King County remains a cornerstone resource for our community. Today we celebrate our most outstanding teens from across the county. 8 young leaders who speak up when they see injustice, who excel in the classroom and the playing field, who build an inclusive club environment, and who inspire our team every day. Youth of the Year is always my favorite day of the year, a day where we recognize and give voice to young people who embody why Boys and Girls Clubs of King County exist. This year, this celebration feels particularly significant because in addition to exemplifying the mission and values of Boys and Girls Clubs, our 8 candidates continue to show up for their club, their school, community, and their teammates in the face of both a global pandemic and a racial justice awakening. You should all be immensely proud of the flexibility, resiliency, and adaptability you have shown, and the example you set for everyone in our community. Our MC today is Leah, the 2020 Wallingford Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year and winner of the 2020 Quincy Robertson Service and Leadership Award. Leah has grown up in the Wallingford Club, and she's an integral part of our club community. Leah, thank you for being a part of today's event and for all you do for our club. As I said before, today is about celebrating our teens, our community, and the great futures that belong to all of our young people. Thank you for joining with us, for showing your enthusiasm, and for your dedication to helping young people reach their full potential.
Thanks, Lori. As Lori said, I'm Leah, and I was the 2020 Youth of the Year for the Wallingford Boys and Girls Club. I'm so excited to be here with you today to celebrate the 2021 Youth of the Year honorees. You're about to hear from 8 teens who have powerful stories to share about their Boys and Girls Club experience. And after we've heard from the honorees, we're going to announce this year's award winners, including the 2021 King County Youth of the Year. So without further ado, let's kick things off with a video introduction from the Wallingford Club staff.
At the Wallingford Club, we asked each staff to pick a few words that best describe Ashley. Mine are hardworking, determined, and thoughtful.
Ashley is very sweet and helpful.
Fantastic, spectacular, incredible, irreplaceable.
She's extremely passionate about what she does. She's energetic and resourceful.
Integrity.
Friendly, kind,
Creative and funny.
Ashley's very dependable.
Please join me in welcoming one of my best friends, Ashley Yee.
Hello, my name's Ashley Yee. I am a senior at Roosevelt High School, and I've been attending the Boys and Girls Clubs since I was a kindergartner, and it has been a place of opportunity that has turned me into the person that I am today. I'm a first-generation American. My dad immigrated from Korea because his parents knew that America would provide better opportunities for him and his brother to create better futures for themselves. And my mother immigrated from Vietnam because her parents also knew that America would provide opportunities that would allow her to create a better future for herself as well. And in taking those opportunities, my dad was the first in his family to graduate high school, and he later decided to attend the United States Naval Academy and serve as a naval officer. And my mom was the first in her family to attend college and graduate college as well. Then me, my younger brother, and 2 younger sisters came along, and with the same goals in mind as their parents, my parents have always wanted us to have better futures. When I was in kindergarten, my parents signed me up for the Oak Heights Elementary School Boys and Girls Club because they were working all day and I was a little too young to be able to take care of myself. At the Boys and Girls Club, I remember a staff member named Marissa, and she would always get me super excited about playing kickball outside and playing tag outside and playing capture the flag in the gym and competing with the other boys. And she really influenced my passion for athletic competition. In 2nd grade, I remember we were playing outside and there was another staff member out there, and I had challenged him to race him up the big grass hill that sat in the middle of the field. And even though he was 3 times older than me and 2 times bigger than me, I still believed that I had a chance. When we had lined up at the bottom of the hill, there were 4 spectators, 3 boys who were laughing amongst themselves because they knew I'd already lost, and Marissa, who had a big smile on her face. In the end, I ended up losing the race, but I think it was the belief in myself and my competitive mindset that counted the most. When I was in 4th grade, my parents had me switch school districts, which meant that I would no longer be able to attend the Boys and Girls Club. But little did I know that the Oak Heights Elementary School Boys and Girls Club wasn't the only one that existed. I had walked into the Wallingford Boys and Girls Club with my parents on the 2nd day of 4th grade, and I remember the first thing that I noticed was how much bigger it was and how many more kids there were compared to the single room that we occupied at Oak Heights Elementary. But I knew something that I could turn to was being able to compete with the other kids in the gym and just being able to freely run around. However, it also meant that I had much more competition during gym games. During that same year, during the Triple Play program, a few Rain FC players had come to lead the activities for the day, and I remember thinking to myself, this is the best day ever, I'm meeting professional athletes. And then a few years later, I had the opportunity to meet Megan Rapinoe. Meeting all of my role models has inspired me to also want to be a role model to younger kids, and especially my younger sisters, and show them that if there's something they're passionate about, they should go after it, even if they may be the first person to do it, or if they may be amongst the very few. And I'm excited to say that I will be the first in my family to be recruited as a student athlete, as I'll be playing soccer at the United States Naval Academy this upcoming fall. I'll never forget the impact the club has had on me because of the support and opportunities that have been provided to me that have made me more confident in myself and my abilities. Thank you.
Hi everyone,
This is Tobias from the Southwest Boys and Girls Club. This year, our Youth of the Year candidate is Libby. Libby is awesome. She's reliable, hardworking, dedicated to whatever she puts her mind to, has a positive outlook on life, bring other people's spirits up if they're down. She's a great leader. I told her the other day, I said, girl, you're going to be a CEO someday. And she agreed, so I know that shows her confidence. I want you guys to hear her story, and hopefully you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Libby and I'm going to be representing the Southwest Boys and Girls Club, and here's my story. You might think that White Center is the start of my story, but it really began in Zambia. My family immigrated to the US when I was only just 6 years old, and it wasn't until I moved to White Center that I truly felt at home. Everyone at my elementary school was talking about the Southwest Boys and Girls Club, so that's when I decided, okay, let me go check it out. My mother was hesitant about it because she didn't really know their true intentions. Then someone from the front desk explained to her that it's a safe place where children can come in and spend their day there. They'll provide food, community gathering events, field trip, homework help, but most importantly, where people have your back. I'm glad I became a member because I learned and experienced so much that I'm thankful. When I stepped foot at the Southwest Boys and Girls Club, I was shy and cautious about everything around me. I would even stutter because I was nervous. I wasn't really comfortable within myself, so it took a while for me to open up. A year later, I met Miss Tooley. She was our teen director at the time. And I also met Miss Tamika. She worked at the teen center. They both made a club called Smart Girls. It was like a guide to womanhood. I thought of it more as a safe place where young ladies were able to come in and speak their minds and thoughts about the things that they did not know. Then one day, they surprised us with a self-defense teacher. She came in with a suit and socks on, and she performed some moves that we performed afterwards. After she was done, she explained the reason why she became a self-defense teacher was because she understood how it feels like to be a woman and not being able to defend yourself. After Thule left, another teen director came in, and her name was Miss Sigurd. She helped us communicate with other Boys and Girls Club and seeing a different view of life. The most valuable memory that I remember with her was we made food and went to feed the homeless people in our community. We even met another Boys and Girls Club there and discussed with one another a different life perspective. This helped me open my eyes to be grateful for the Southwest Boys and Girls Club for letting us experience this because it's a very important problem that is not focused on enough. Lastly, I would like to say that without these role models, I wouldn't be the same person as I am today. My experience at this club has helped me better understand how to sit back and observe what is given to me that is reliable, appreciate my life more, but most importantly, that the adults at the Southwest Boys and Girls Club, they truly care about you. I personally think that they are the foundation of White Center. Congratulations to all the candidates. Thank you.
Huge congrats to Ashley and Livy. Thank you for sharing your club stories. Before we hear from the rest of our honorees, let's pause for a quick message from a special celebrity guest.
Hey, what's going on? This is Cliff Avril, a Super Bowl champ Pro Bowler with the Seattle Seahawks, and I want to congratulate all the Youth of the Year candidates this year. Congratulations. You guys are doing some great things in the community. I love doing a lot of things in the community, so it makes me happy and proud to hear that there are a lot of young individuals that take pride in doing the same thing. Regardless of how it all plays out, continue to try to make a difference in your community. Continue to try to be the change that you want to see as well. Congrats and best of luck.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Stevenson, and I work with the Southeast Network Safety Net program at the Rainier Vista Boys and Girls Club. Today, I have the great honor of introducing our Youth of the Year, Sunrise Thomas. Over the past 12 years, we have had the privilege of watching Sunrise develop into the incredible young woman she is today. Sunrise is our Youth of the Year because she consistently demonstrates leadership through her actions. She is first to stand up for what is right and advocate for others, even when it's hard. Please meet Sunrise.
Good morning, my name is Sunrise Thomas, and today I'm going to tell you about my village. Growing up being raised by a single parent, we all are looking for our village, and for the last decade, I've had my village at the Rainier Vista Boys and Girls Club. When I first started coming to the Boys and Girls Club, I was very nervous, but as time went on, I began to develop relationships with people and bonds with staff. From a young age, I was always curious about what the Southeast Network did upstairs, so I would always go upstairs and ask everybody how their day was. And when the time came to participate in programs and internships, I would always ask how to get involved or to even volunteer. A lot of staff stayed and a lot of staff left, but I know that because of the staff, I am the young woman I am today. I am now currently a student at Green River College, and I still see these same staff, but I don't see them just as staff, I see them as my family. And at times we reminisce about the young girl I used to be. When I first came through the club doors, I was a young girl with a loud personality and not much structure. I was struggling with different emotions and challenges and didn't know how to express myself and was looking for someone just to listen to me. And with the unconditional love of the staff, I can finally say I've overcome those challenges. My goal when I become Youth of the Year is to create a gateway for all youth to have a personal mentor and provide extra support, especially in the time that we're in today. Being a youth advocate is something that I'm very passionate about because it helps me give back to another young Black girl like myself who might be in need of some support just like how I was. I believe that everybody should have a club family. And to my mom, thank you for bringing me to my club family. Thank you for listening.
Hey, beautiful people. My name is Alicia, and I am the teen director at Sammamish, and I am so excited to be a part of this event. I want to give a big shout out to my teen. Parthena, you are amazing. You have showed up and showed out in this process, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing your story and staying committed and true and passionate for helping others. It has been a joy working with you, and you are going to do amazing, amazing things in this world. Good luck.
I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be real here. It's been a rough year, but we're gonna get through this. Like many of you, I've needed support to get through these tough times. But getting support from the club is nothing new. Almost 3 years ago, I just moved into Sammamish in the middle of 6th grade. My first step in the club was when I stumbled in with untied shoelaces. I was literally on the floor with my many books and papers scattered around me when a counselor stopped to help. I immediately felt welcomed and like I belonged. From my overly blunt demeanor to my below average grades and anxiety issues, I was a mess. But getting through these roadblocks in my journey would have been impossible without my family, friends, and the club supporting me. Not getting enough support can be detrimental. For example, getting good grades would have been significantly harder without my dad or club counselors. Up until high school, I was always very relaxed about doing my homework or putting in an effort. But then I realized that to achieve the future that I personally want, I needed to get good grades and be motivated. I often lost motivation due to anxiety. It's a monster. But I had motivation to defeat it through my little sister. I want my sister to grow up in a world where she can look at me and know that kids can get the support they need to defeat mental health issues. 1 in 6 kids have mental health issues. That's a lot of kids. Almost 30% of these kids between 6 to 17 don't get the attention that they need. This is due to the lack in availability of resources as well as the bias in who gets them. I'm working towards studying psychology and hope to spread more awareness about mental health issues towards other teens in my community through seminars, workshops, and more content in Torch Club. But most of all, having the tough conversations that need to be had. I urge everyone else to do the same. I'm very passionate about this and am ready to put in the time, effort, and commitment as Youth of the Year. Thank you for listening to me talk about my experiences and passion. And thanks to my family, friends, and the club for supporting me here. Good luck to all the other candidates. You got this.
Hello, my name is Daryl Hennings, Senior Athletic Director for the Boys and Girls Club of King County. Today I have the honor of introducing the Rotary Boys and Girls Club nominee for Youth of the Year. This young man has been a member of our club for over 12 years, and though he's very well known for being an incredible basketball player, as evidenced by the fact that he will be attending Duke University on an athletic scholarship, it is also imperative that we share with you that he is held in just as high regard by his community and peers for what he does off the court. If asked, some of the words I would use to describe this young man would be honest, focused, dedicated, driven, loyal, and giving. We at Rotary Boys and Girls Club believe that he encompasses everything the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year is all about. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Paula Bancaro.
Hello, my name is Paula Bancaro, Youth of the Year for Rotary Boys and Girls Club. I've been a member since long as I can remember. I believe I am who I am because of all the experiences I had at the Boys and Girls Club, both positive and challenges. I always felt like I had the opportunity to be myself while at the club. I know that I'm patient, competitive, and thoughtful and confident because of the way the staff encourages students to be themselves and find a way to get along with others despite having differences. Along with the attributes I've been able to hone while at Rotary are the lifelong relationships with some of the staff who work there. Daryl Hennings and Adam Sedlick, in particular, have been huge influences in my life. Their calm demeanor that they display and the patience they have with a large group of boys with tons of energy is crazy sometimes. But most of all, I think as a young man, it's nice to see other men in positions of leadership in the community in a non-athletic way. Maybe they don't lead adults, but their leadership to young people like me is as important as leading a bunch of adults. I hope to be able to lead young people in my life once I become an adult, just how they do. Through Rotary, I have volunteered at skills camps for little dribblers, kept scores, and refereed basketball games, as well as branched out with to help my parents and coaches at Rotary and shared personal challenges through the media outlets to groups of young people. I was apprehensive about doing it at first, but with the encouragement of my family and staff at Rotary, I found that my story impacted youth much younger than me. Today, I'd like to thank my parents and the staff at Rotary for always supporting me, and I'd like to thank everybody for the opportunity to receive this award. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Dwayne. I am the Operations Director here at Federal Way Boys and Girls Club. One word to describe our Youth of the Year candidate, Ayanna, is resilient. She's dealt with a lot of adversity in her life, in her young life, and she continues to stay positive and continues to fight through it all, and continues to be an inspiration to everyone around her and at the club.
Hello, my name is Ayanna, and I'm representing the EX3 Boys and Girls Club in Federal Way. One of the first things that comes to mind when I think of a Boys and Girls Club is home. The EX3 is a place where I've become comfortable, a place where I can laugh, cry, joke, learn from different opportunities, and create independent thought. Being here at the EX3 is now part of my DNA. While being here at the club, it has instilled very important values and principles, such as respect, responsibility, selfless service, and confidence, that I continue to carry with me now and throughout my future endeavors. The Boys and Girls Club is my happy place. I love the atmosphere, energy, and the good vibes that is surrounded throughout the building, along with the staff and my personal friends that I see every day. The staff allows me to be me, and they truly appreciate my individuality. I'm only in 9th grade and may not know much, but what I do know is that I have a long road ahead of me, and I will ensure to use what I have been taught and what I will be introduced here in the near future. That alone will assist me with motivation, leadership, and my confidence as a young woman. The Boys and Girls Club is simply irreplaceable. It is a place that a youth can go to after school. It is a place of empowerment, a place of safety, a place of understanding, a place where you can grow, and a place where you can be a kid. My destiny is not yet written, but it will be fundamental sound because of the EX3 Boys and Girls Club. Thank you.
Great job, Sunrise, Parthena, Paolo, and Ayanna. Before we hear from our final 2 honorees, we want to take a moment to highlight some extraordinary kids who are making a difference in their clubs and communities.
Hi, I'm Alex Hollerman. I'm the team director at the Kirkland Boys and Girls Club, and today we're going to talk about Torch Club. Torch Club, to me at least, is an opportunity once a week for the teens to get together in the teen room and talk about things that concern them and to work on group projects for the community.
I'm Iris, the president of Torch Club, and Torch Club to me is a place where we can get together and do fun things.
Hi, my name is Ellie, and I'm the vice president of Torch Club. And my favorite thing about Torch Club is probably all the fun projects that we do. One of the fun projects that we did is the hoodie fundraiser. And that's where we design a hoodie logo and we vote on it. The hoodie logo this year happens to be my design. I really liked that project because it was an experience for me.
So I was looking for a way for the older kids to kind of give back to the younger kids. And I found this little project where you could make stuffed animals out of just like old t-shirts and some stuffing. We got together in the afternoon and I totally expected them to be like, oh, this is lame, I don't want to do this. But literally every single one of them they made a little stuffy and then they went and they gave it to the little kids in the kindergarten room, and the kindergartners were so proud and so excited.
Something that I would tell a new teen that wants to join Torch Club is how fun it is to work with each other when we do these projects.
At the end of the day, I always see them smiling, and I do see them practicing the things that they learn in Torch Club, and I think that that's invaluable.
Hello, my name is Hannah Tate and I'm the Teen Director here at the Ballard Boys and Girls Club. I am so excited for you to get to know one of my Keystone students and our Ballard Youth of the Year, Ella Joseph. If I had to describe Ella in one word, it would be confidence. Ella is confident in who she is and her beliefs. She's confident when she enters a room, putting others at ease and owning the space. She is confident in her leadership skills and abilities and fighting for other people's rights. Without further ado, here's Ella.
Hi, my name is Ella Joseph and I'm with the Ballard Boys and Girls Club. When I was young, I was confronted with the impossible situation that many others tragically have to face as well. My parents had decided to get a divorce. Not long thereafter, my mom decided to move an hour away where my sister and I would commute to and live every other week. My entire life was upended and scattered, leaving me little time to adjust and catch my breath. It proved to be very difficult to juggle maintaining a social life, school life, and personal life due to this, and I found myself longing for something stable during this period. I am glad to say I was fortunate enough to find this in the Ballard Boys and Girls Club. I was only 5 when I first started attending the club, and I can say with certainty that it quickly became my favorite place to be. Every day when I was picked up by my mom or dad, I vividly recall never wanting to leave. In my mind, it was my personal paradise. Why would I ever want to leave, though? The club was a place filled with joy where I could spend time with my friends as well as other kids my age who I would have otherwise never met, almost as though it was the ultimate playdate every single day. I participated in after-school care at the club until I became too old to continue. During those years, I developed traditions and daily regimens that I would come to depend on. Included in these was crafting beautiful pieces of art in a creative option, usually preferred over the active option, like fused bead characters, origami swans, and friendship bracelets. Every month, there was a Ballard Buck store where I got to cash in my points for finishing homework and being helpful at the club for toys, candy, or even the occasional popsicle. It was also during the school year of 2nd grade that I first joined my Ballard Boys and Girls Club basketball team, which I played until 5th grade, the year we secured the championship title. While I didn't continue with the sport, it was this experience that first ignited my passion for sports and being on a team that I still carry with me today. Summers at the club brought different traditions and memories than the school year, but ones that are just as important. I remember Hot Dog Tuesdays, the day everybody got hot dogs as an afternoon snack, running through the sprinklers on a hot day, and computer lab time being favorites of mine no matter how old I was. The field trips during the summer never failed to entertain and excite me, with the exception to my first and last weekend camping trip, where I managed to fall into the water fully clothed and effectively ruin the prospect of camping thereafter. One of my most prominent memories, though, was when mine and many other campers' favorite counselor moved away to California. As expected, it was very emotional because he had become a role model and mentor for all of the children. Going into high school, there was one thing I was sure of. I was going to stay involved in the community I had grown up with and had always had my back. As a result of this determination, I became a counselor in training the summer before 9th grade. It brought me real joy to help these kids to be the best they could be, and my passion for being a good influence on those younger than me was established. For the school year, I became involved in the Keystone Club, where we give back to our community while simultaneously building a community of our own where we can depend on each other for whatever we need. Being a part of this community has allowed me to grow on a practical and personal level. I now have experience in the marketing of fundraisers to the public, the planning and scheduling of such events, and the physical labor of setting them up. Keystone has granted me a place that is laid back and judgment-free as opposed to the stressful structure of public school, which has only gotten more rigid with time. Without the barriers of expectation so prevalent in the rest of my life, I have been able to get to know the people in the group with me and talk with them regularly, allowing my ability to communicate with my peers instead of shying away from social interaction to flourish. Since my joining, I can now walk into any room more confident than I've ever been in my life. My position within the Ballard Boys and Girls Club has shifted over the years, but one thing has always been true. It is my family. So many important life lessons have been taught to me about how I should hold myself and interact with others in my life, and it has left me better than I ever imagined I could be. I have learned so much about myself in my time at this place, such as my dislike for camping and my love of sports and helping others. Mistakes are inevitable, but I will always be brought back to these experiences that have guided me to making good decisions and recognizing when I mess up. I am so grateful for this community's positive role in my development as a person. It's no wonder it's called the Positive Place for Kids. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael Schrader, and I'm the Teen Director from the Bainbridge Island Boys and Girls Club. You're about to hear from one of the most courageous teen leaders who is so fiercely who they are that wherever they go, their leadership radiates just by being simply, uniquely, and unequivocally them. When I first met Maxine, they were a bit quiet and reserved. Like most of the kids at the Boys and Girls Club, Maxine found their place. At first, coming to Rainbow Club, then was quick to come every day to the BGC. Maxine rose to leadership in Keystone, giving support wherever was needed. It's hard enough to navigate high school as a teen, but navigating being a queer teen and the pandemic and still being a rock for so many others is unthinkable. But that's just Maxine. She can do the unthinkable and will for sure do the unthinkable as she becomes even more radically, fearlessly, and beautifully herself. Please welcome Bainbridge Island Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year, Maxie Morse.
My name is Maxine Morse, and I am the Bainbridge Island Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year nomination. Although I haven't been going to the Boys and Girls Club for as long as some, it has changed my life in 3 meaningful ways. It changed my life by helping me express myself, by giving me a community, and by offering me a chance to grow as a leader. In this essay, I will explain why I deserve to be the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year. I enrolled in the Boys and Girls Club in 2nd grade as Max, back when it was still located at the Bainbridge Island Aquatic Center. I was annoyed with how much reading they forced me to do and how structured all the activities were. I went to the club for about a year until my parents decided that I was old enough to stay home alone. Typically, when I got home from school on days where my parents weren't home, I spent most of my time playing video games on my Xbox or PC, or watching YouTube videos on my phone. Sometime around the 3rd grade, I was up late watching YouTube when a suggestion came up for a video about a transgender girl named Jazz Jennings. While watching it, something clicked in my mind. The videos that she uploaded made me realize that there were others like me. She provided a way for me to explain how I was feeling. I spent the rest of that year and the next thinking about what I had discovered, but was too scared to take action. I spent a lot of my energy trying to make sure that no one found out, which made me feel exhausted. When 5th grade hit, my parents began putting more pressure on me to keep up my grades. This took a lot of time and energy, and looking back on it, I realized that with all the pressure my parents were putting on me, I ended up pushing my identity to the back of my mind. It stayed that way through 5th and 6th grade, one horrible 7th grade year, and a majority of my 8th grade year. That was up until, for no apparent reason, it decided that it was going to resurface. For the last part of that school year, I was more distant from my friends and spent an enormous amount of time in my room listening to music. My freshman year of high school, I reconnected with Quinn, one of my friends that I had lost touch with during 7th grade. I also made a couple of new friends like Arthur, who was attending the club. Arthur and Quinn invited me to a D&D campaign at the Boys and Girls Club. Not long after, Quinn started telling me about an LGBTQ+ group that meets called the Rainbow Club. For a while I couldn't attend due to my schedule, but once one of my other activities finished, I had the time, so I started to partake. Rainbow Club helped me begin to express myself more. Everyone was so accepting, I felt comfortable enough to finally come out as a trans woman. Everyone immediately started using she/her pronouns as well as my preferred name of Maxine. I continued to do Rainbow Club in some form throughout most of the pandemic. Once summer was over and we were allowed to return to the club, I came every day as a place to complete my schoolwork. At that point, I also started participating in our Keystone Club. Throughout my time at Keystone, I helped with computer issues and became essentially the unofficial on-site IT person. If the printer isn't working correctly or we need to set up for an event, I help, even if they know what to do, just because I enjoy it. Recently, we hosted a virtual teen late night where teens join a Zoom call and then partake in one of the available activities. I helped organize 2 of the activities, Among Us and an online Pictionary game, Scribble.io. I also used problem solving when an issue arose during the event. We ended up having so much interest in Among Us that we had too many people for the 2 provided breakout rooms. To solve the problem, I led the excess people to the main room for an extra Among Us game. At the end of the night, when it came time to discuss feedback, everyone who partook said that they had a great time playing Among Us. One of the kids said that it was the highlight of their night. As I reflect, the club has done a great deal for me in allowing me to have a safe place to express myself. I've successfully come out to my parents and friends, along with proudly displaying my trans pin to show that I'm a safe person for other questioning youth. The club has also given me a community where I feel like I belong as who I am. Finally, I have honed my leadership skills by organizing events and coming up with quick solutions in real time. These are the reasons why I know I deserve to be the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year. I started at Boys and Girls Club as Max, a 2nd grade boy unsure of their identity. I grew at Boys and Girls Club knowing I am safe to express myself, belong to a community, and cultivate the courage to be the leader I now know I am. Thank you.
Wow, fantastic job to all of our speakers. And congrats again to our 2021 Youth of the Year honorees. It is now my great honor to help present this year's awards, but I'm gonna need help. Please give it up for the 2020 King County Youth of the Year, Miracle.
Hey, Leah. Thanks so much. All right, so today the clubs are recognizing teens who are shining examples of what it means to be a club kid. They are committed to their academic success, serving their communities, and leading healthy lives. Our first 3 awards today go to young people who have demonstrated success in each of these 3 areas. I am proud to present the very first Academic Success Award. This award honors someone who has shown dedication to learning and being engaged as a student. The honoree maintains an impressive 3.9 GPA while taking several honors classes and participating in DECA and Debate Club. And the winner of the 2021 Academic Success Award is Parthena.
Congratulations, Parthena. Our next award goes to a young person who has shown leadership in serving their community. This year's winner has done just that, clocking in at 60 community service hours last year, despite a global pandemic. I'm pleased to announce the 2021 Character and Citizenship Award winner. And the winner is Ayanna!
Wow, great work, Ayanna. This next award goes to someone who is committed to healthy living. And that doesn't just mean being involved in sports or physical activity. This person is passionate about maintaining a healthy mind, body, and soul, and about helping other youth do the same. Please join me in celebrating the winner of our 2021 Healthy Lifestyles Award. And the winner is Ashley.
Congratulations, Ashley. As Lori said earlier, last year I was honored to win the 2020 Quincy Robertson Service and Leadership Award. Quincy Robertson is a former staff member who spent 40 years working at clubs across the county, impacting the lives of countless kids, teens, and families. In the spirit of Quincy's long-esteemed career with the clubs, this award is presented to a teen who is passionate about bettering their club and community. It is my honor to present the winner of the 2021 Quincy Robertson Service and Leadership Award. And the winner is Sunrise!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to announce our 2021 King County Youth of the Year. This teen will go on to compete for the Washington State Youth of the Year with opportunities to participate at regional and national events. Our winner this year has been a club member for over a decade. They've been a leader of their Keystone Club and worked as a club counselor in training, all while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. They are a dedicated athlete and musician, and they aren't afraid to stand up for what is right. Please, join me in celebrating our 2021 King County Youth of the Year. And the winner is Ella.
Congratulations, Ella. We all wish you good luck at the Washington State event next month. Thank you, Miracle, for helping present these awards with me. And thank you, everyone watching from home, for being a part of this virtual celebration. I want to give a special thank you to this year's judges, community volunteers who gave their time and talent to choose today's winners. Your job wasn't an easy one, and we appreciate you. Congratulations again to all of our Youth of the Year honorees. Thank you and have a great afternoon.